All right. Hello, everybody. Let me know by a show of hands or type in the chat box if you can hear me okay. Coming at you live here. If I need to turn up my mic, I will. All right. Any chats? Can you guys hear me okay? Can you see me? All right. Just wait. We're going to get started here real quick, guys. I'm not going to keep you long tonight. Everybody's piling in here right now, so I want to give everybody a chance to get on. I appreciate you guys being here tonight on Tuesday night. You could be watching your favorite television program or whatever, but you decided to come here and find out what's the big news. What am I excited about? So we are going to start here shortly. Awesome. Leonardo says, how you doing? Great. Great, brother. Awesome. We got a packed webinar tonight, and there's more people coming in as we speak, so we'll keep this open for a few more minutes. Good to see Sean here. How you doing? Jimmy from Canada. Awesome. Guy, Gene, a lot of my friends here that I know. Great. Glad you guys came out tonight. All right. Chat polls coming in. Awesome. You guys should be able to see. You guys can't see me. That's weird. Should be able to see me. Hang on one second. Yeah, it says my camera's showing, so I don't know. Are you sure? Is anybody else having a problem seeing me tonight? You don't really need to see me anyways, but it's kind of the point of these Hangouts, right? So, okay, great, cool. Maybe it's just a load problem. All right. So what we're going to do, guys, real quick is I'm going to go ahead and get started. This is recorded, so it will be up on the YouTube channel. Just in case you guys miss it tonight, you can get this out to some of your friends because we're really excited about what's happening here. And I have been involved with what I'm going to show you for the last 6 weeks, and we've just been putting together a lot of tools and getting geared up for a massive broadcast to the world because we are going to be going live in 123 countries. And what I'm going to show you tonight just really makes sense. Real quick, guys, I'm going to take you guys over to a screen share, and let me know when you guys see that. And then what I'm going to do is have this up. So we should be able to see the screen. Do let me know if you can see this. Okay, cool. All right. Great. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Marie. All right. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show the we're going to go ahead and get started here, guys. Again, I want to welcome you guys and gals to the webinar tonight, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Those of you that don't really know who I am, my name is Jeremy Barnett, and I'm a father of 3. I've been working from home for 12 years, and I've been around my kids every day since they were born, and it's been really cool. I didn't really realize that was going to happen to me because I didn't have children until I was 30 years old. And I started in this industry a few years before that. So, but it wasn't always easy. But here's, we just actually moved to Florida. For some of my friends that are on the webinar that know me, I'm from Ohio, a very cold part of the country in the US. And we just moved down to Florida for numerous reasons. One of them being weather and just being able to be outside. I'm still wearing shorts right now, and it's, coming up here early October. Well, it's early October now, coming up on mid-October, and we're still wearing shorts, and it's awesome. Here's my son Christian and me swimming at the pool that we have here. That's my son Cameron. We were at Blizzard Beach here a couple weeks ago. So these are some shots at Siesta Key with Christian. There's Cameron again. at the July 4th celebration. So we have a good time. I've been around them, and it's really a great experience. And I know that's probably something that a lot of you guys are definitely trying to achieve. Now, I'm here to tell you guys I'm really grateful for what this industry has done for me and my family. There's my wife, Julie, and daughter, Danielle, taken at Niagara Falls up there close to Canada. And it's given my family and I financial freedom, and we haven't lived a normal life for many years. And I want you to know that it didn't just happen one day overnight. It took years of hard work to finally come to the realization that success and freedom was attainable if I applied myself, okay? So there's a picture of one of my dream cars was the Synergy Green Camaro. My son calls it the Green Goblin superhero car. So, but we were able to get that car from a company that we were involved with on one of the car programs. So I thought that was pretty cool. I wanted to show you guys that picture. Now, my goal in life is to teach others how to prosper by working for themselves from home and how to get out of the rat race we call the JOB, just over broke. And I call it that because that's how it was for me when I was working a job. You can never really get ahead, and you could never really leverage. And I wanted to talk to you guys about that mainly tonight, because what I'm going to be sharing with you is going to change all of that. So keep an eye and ears open and get a pen and paper ready, because what you're going to experience tonight, I think, is going to really open your eyes on what is truly possible in this industry. But here's my quick story. I started at the age of 18 in a company called Amway, believe it or not. Got some great friends that were from that company. They were wildly successful, and I just wasn't one of them, okay? That was 18 years ago. I'm 36 years old now. Started in prepaid legal. I quickly went from, I was 21 years old and was making $6,000 a month. And back then, guys, in 2001, that's probably like making maybe 15 to 20, today, maybe more than that. So that was a lot of money for a young 20-year-old kid. But I failed miserably, guys, for many years. After that, I experienced massive attrition, a lot of chargebacks, and I kind of went on a beaten path for a while and wasn't really involved in anything, dabbled in certain things, but could never really get it going. I think I was fortunate with that because I had the right mentorship and leadership, which is something very important, and I'm going to talk to you about that in a bit. But I met an online marketer, a friend of mine, about 7 years ago, and he showed me how to work smart and not hard. So what happened to me was I started developing marketing systems for each and every opportunity that I was working on, so I could create duplication to my teams and give them something that was easy for them to share, follow up with their prospects, the whole 9 yards, right? And you guys are probably very familiar with that today. That's no secret. But I went on to earn a 7-figure income after learning this knowledge. It was kind of like the light bulb went off, and that's what happened for me. And after many years of working on systems for health nutrition companies, I started to see a huge problem in a shift that was happening. And that shift is obviously, and it's been going on for a while, but I guess when you're really busy and you're doing a lot of recruiting and you have momentum, you don't really see it happening. And then all of a sudden the bottom drops out and you experience massive attrition. Well, the majority just weren't making any money. Therefore, hence the attrition factor. I didn't like that. Bringing in lots of people. They were working hard trying, but it was all about, maybe it's skill, lack of skill, whatever it may be. It just wasn't, successful for the majority. I would say the 95 percentile were not making more than, $10 to $20 a month. Therefore, the attrition factor would happen. People just didn't want to attend meetings anymore and do expensive monthly auto ships that would just pile up in their garage. It's kind of like there's nothing wrong with that, and there's still people doing that today. But I found that to be a shift in the marketplace. And we're going to talk about that. So the realization period for me was the technology era was approaching and where people's attentions were, okay? And I made a lot of money online selling digital stuff, all online, all of those things, okay? Now, the problem with the technology industry is that I also saw in companies where, although they're exciting, most of them failed because it was changing so fast. And you'll hear a lot of people say that the technology is always changing. It's always changing so fast. So by the time you get involved and you get any momentum, something else is coming out that's just beating it out, and then you lose all your people to that. So that's kind of why I stayed away from that. But I knew there would be a time and a place for the ever-growing technology field to finally break in at the right place at the right time. I was just wondering when that was going to be and what would be the right thing that would catch my eye and I could see a long-term future with it, okay? Because I don't like to work on things and build them only to watch them go away. So again, I knew that if I found a stable company that had a track record, was innovative and first to the plate in a given technology field, it would be pretty, phenomenal, okay? It would be a phenomenon, right? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to share with you guys nothing in all of my years of business could have prepared me for what I'm going to share with you right now, okay? Now, what I'm going to share with you is nothing short of a phenomenon, okay? And the definition of a phenomena is the following. It's an unusual, significant, and remarkable occurrence, okay? What you're going to discover in the next few minutes is a remarkable occurrence that borders on the monumental. Now, it has it's basically something that's never happened before. It's the transformation and integration of not one, but three massive industries, okay? The first one is the mobile phone industry. The second is the advertising industry. And the third big giant here is the mobile app industry, okay? Three huge industries, okay? So let's start off by talking about the massive mobile phone industry. But I want to put everything in a global context first, guys and gals, okay? And I want you to have a global perspective of how it compares to all the other things in our lives, okay? Now, we're 6.9 billion people, almost 7 billion people on the planet, and here's what we call ours, okay? We have 1 billion automobiles registered and in use, 1.1 billion fixed landline phones, 1.2 billion personal computers, and that includes desktops, laptops, tablets, okay? 1.6 billion television sets, 1.7 billion credit card users, 2.1 billion internet users, 2.2 billion people with bank accounts, and most people are somewhat surprised here that there's still 3.9 billion radio receivers in use around the world, okay? So these are huge numbers, right? Mobile literally dwarfs them all, and I'm going to prove that to you right now. There are currently 6.58 billion active subscribers. That's 5 times more mobile phones than computers, 4 times more mobile phones than all televisions worldwide, and 4 times more mobile phones than people with credit cards, okay? Huge. So mobile is massive. It's so massive that it passed $1 trillion a year back in 2010 and is now approaching $2 trillion. So just 4 years ago, it was $1 trillion. It's now approaching $2 trillion in just 4 years. It's amazing. So let's move on to the second industry, which is another monster, and that would be the advertising industry. Now, advertising started in the old days of the radio, right? Then it shifted to TV for years, and all the eyeballs were glued to the tube. Then it exploded onto the internet, and we just couldn't keep our eyeballs off of it, right? But now the majority of us spend most of our time using our mobile phones for the internet right in the palm of our hands. If you guys ever walk around the street or you're driving down the road, it's pretty sad to say, but all of our heads are looking down at that little device, okay? So keep that in mind as we move forward. Therefore, it's a fact that the $1.7 trillion advertising industry is rocketing directly towards the nearly $2 trillion mobile phone industry. Okay? Why? Simple answer is this. The average person looks at their mobile phone 150 times a day, and that's where all the eyeballs are today. Okay? So these are two colossal industries on a collision course, the $2 trillion mobile phone industry and the $1.7 trillion advertising industry. Okay? Now, let's wrap up the third part of this trifecta with the mobile app industry. Okay? This is where it's going to get good. Guys, this is the key. It's the bridge and the gateway that connects these two giants, the mobile phones and the advertising industry. Now watch this. Mobile apps is a tiny industry by comparison, but it's quite incredible in the virtue of its infancy. Let's talk about that. Mobile apps only began in 2010 when Apple, the almighty Apple, started the craze by introducing iPhone apps. But that was only the beginning of the explosion. Now, we measure the growth of the app industry not by the subscribers, guys, but by the downloads. In 2010, even Apple was shocked when 10 billion apps were downloaded in the first year, and 2 years later in 2012, 30 billion apps were downloaded, and some experts were wondering if it had actually peaked. But it had not. Last year in 2012, it reached, in 2012, over 30 billion apps were downloaded. But it had not peaked at all. Last year in 2013, it reached 73 billion downloads, okay? And this year it will reach over 119 billion apps for the year, okay? We're coming up on the end of the year, and that's what the numbers are showing. And in about 18 months, get ready for this, guys, 2016, almost 300 billion apps will be downloaded. That's 800 million apps per day, or more than 500,000 per second. So think about that. So it's going to grow from 10 billion downloads 4 years ago to 300 billion downloads in just the next year and a half. That's 30 times growth. It's insane, right? I mean, we're talking 6 years, 30 times growth here. So it's just absolutely massive. Folks, you really don't have to be a CEO to understand those numbers. So where do you and I really fit into this grand design? Well, let's start off by asking you a couple of simple questions, all right? Is it fair to say that any and all businesses would like to generate more sales from their existing customers and acquire new customers in order to generate more revenue? Of course they would. More sales equals more profit, right? Well, the question becomes, how do business owners generate more sales and get new customers? Well, it's really simple. They just need to advertise more. It's very simple. But the challenge is this. The majority of businesses cannot simply afford to advertise more because it's just not in their budget. Okay, so we've pretty much defined the desires and the challenges for the majority of business owners in today's global economy. They want to generate more sales from their existing customers. They want to acquire new customers, but they can't really afford to advertise more. So keep that in mind and maybe write that down. So let's move on to the next part of the storyline here. So do you guys believe that the majority of consumers are interested in saving as much money as they possibly can? Well, the answer to that is an obvious yes, and I'm going to explain why. How do we know this to be true? Well, let's take a look at the exploding coupon savings programs that helped people save lots and lots of their hard-earned money. Companies like Living Social, okay, 30 million users. 50 million users Groupon, 50 million users in Foursquare, and Retail Me Not showed up a whopping number of 46 million users. Now these are real stats. So here's a quick and final recap. All businesses want to do more sales with their existing customers. We've established that. They want to acquire new customers. They can't really afford to advertise more, and people love saving money. Okay? So these are huge points. So keep that in mind. Now, remember, we look at our phones literally 150 times a day, right? Okay, so get ready because I'm going to tie this all together for you right now. Now, the company we're talking about is BizBizMobi, and over the last 2 years, we've been developing the first advertising, communication, and proximity mobile application of its kind anywhere in the world. Now, we want to welcome you guys to UBiz because it's the mobile app that provides solutions for consumers and those small, medium, and larger businesses that are owned by our family and friends. And that happen to represent 90% of the global economy. UBiz becomes the gateway for 90% of commerce worldwide and will grow virtually with tens of millions of free members worldwide because of the free download. Okay? Now, how is this really possible, though? Because it does three great things. Number one, it helps people save money. We talked about that. Everybody wants to save money. Okay? Number two, it empowers your favorite merchants to communicate with you wherever you are in the world. That's simply amazing, right? So you never miss a deal anywhere, and it's free for you. Okay? Using the highly sophisticated geo-targeting proximity technology, it creates brand new customers. Pay attention to that. Brand new customers for the merchants by connecting them with all the free UBiz members traveling in their area. Let me give you an example of how this works. When anybody has the UBiz app on their phone, okay, free download, and they travel within a 6.2-mile radius of the merchant, they get pinged with discounts. Just like Facebook sends you a notification, you're going to get a notification from the UBiz app, and the specials, offers, promos, whatever they're offering the merchant, whatever the merchant's advertising at the moment, you're going to get that special on your phone no matter where you are. And remember, if it's local, they're going to get that as well. So it's an amazing thing for the merchant. It's an amazing thing for you as a consumer, right? So let me give you an example. This is how it works. This allows the merchant to target a whole new group of consumers in their area. No one else offers this functionality. Think about this, guys. Timing. Look at this. Boston's Pizza running a 2-for-1 special from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. today. Here's the pizza shop. They place their ad on their UBiz application. Okay? Goes out to all the people walking in the radius. They get pinged on the UBiz application. They're going in and getting a special. The consumer's saving money. The business owner's getting new customers. It's a win-win situation for everybody. Okay? All right. Now, as you can see, guys, UBiz offers many more features for the consumer and the merchants, but we just wanted to highlight the simplicity and the power of the top 3 for you, okay? So we're going to talk about a couple of the other features. It's a free download. Talked about GPS and proximity technology. All members have access to discounts, benefits, and events near them in real time. It allows them to share information, make recommendations, and invite their friends to the shared collective experience live. Permanent visibility, again, proximity, geographical coverage. Advertise in real time. This is great for the merchants. They can do it instantly, 24/7, 7 days a week, and they can do whatever they want, any kind of promotion they want. Optimization scheduling. They can set up multiple ads and schedule it weekly, hourly, minutely, whatever they want to do. Okay? So and one more thing here, targeted marketing. They can target certain groups, separate them by individual groups. So it's really cool. And you get immediate results because, again, guys, everybody's looking at the phone. So when the merchant sends out the advertisement, they're going to get it right away. This is the greatest form of advertising that we've ever seen. That's why we're so excited. Now, what does this state-of-the-art application cost a merchant who would otherwise need to have a 6-figure advertising budget, right? Well, it's $30, not per day, not per week, and not even per month. It's $30 a year, as in 8 cents a day, okay? Which happens to make UBiz the most cost-effective form of advertising in the history of the $1.7 trillion advertising industry, again, for only 8 pennies a day, okay? Folks, when you have a service that millions and millions of people worldwide will demand and use every day, then you've positioned yourself in the right place at the right time to take advantage of that trillion-dollar shift of wealth. Okay? So don't miss out on this next huge paradigm. Seriously, guys, the blending of these mega industries, mobile phones, advertising, and mobile apps. Now, I believe it's important for you guys to understand that we're in the absolute beginning stage of something very special here, which leads us to a very critical point for you. Timing and positioning is absolutely critical, and we know it to be true, because it's played a very major part in many successful people's lives, including the lives of many millionaires and even billionaires, right? So hopefully you recognize this is a huge play for you. And as we're in a pre-launch phase, which is the timeline before we actually go live and launch BizBiz.Mobi into 123 countries around the world in 2014, December of this year, that's actually into 123 countries. Now, guys, I want to emphasize something. This is not a startup. The company is 7 years old. This is a sister company of theirs, and they are, getting involved, and they've been developing this application for 2 years. They already have been in the advertising industry for 7 years, so they're rock solid. They've paid out $80 million in commissions already. This is not a startup. This is not a woulda, coulda, shoulda, or what if this doesn't happen, blah, 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 okay? I wouldn't be wasting my time with that. I wanted to make sure you guys understood that. And the best part is, you have the unique opportunity to be one of the first members to join and secure your financial position right now in the BizBiz.Mobi corporate structure. This is huge. You've never been in a place like this in your life with something that's coming together just like this, and you can take full-on advantage, and it's very critical. So number one, guys, I want to tell you that you need to lock down your position right away. Number 2, discover the lucrative compensation plan available through our dual team structure, the mega matching bonuses, the Super Biz Center bonus, and our global revenue sharing bonus pools. We're talking about 7 generous ways to earn income, friends, and it's simply the best available anywhere in the market today. We're not even going to get into the compensation plan because the story is so powerful that the compensation plan will take care of itself. This is essential, and there is a feeding frenzy going on right now. International leaders all over the world getting involved. 6, 7, and even 8-figure earners are flocking to this thing. I can tell you that right now. Be a part of the movement, okay? Now, number 3, get your Moby business off to a fast start. You can roll on over to mobyatglobal.com after the webinar. Get registered for live events so you can plug into our system so we can help you grow your business at a rapid pace. Now, so Jeremy, what do I do next? This all sounds great, right? Well, here's what you need to do. Write this down, okay? Because we may do a Q&A. We're going to probably do a Q&A 5 minutes after the webinar, so write these instructions down because it's first come, first serve, guys. It's one on top of the other. You know how these things work when it's momentum time. It's time to take action now. Get your position because people are going to be signing up tonight, and first come, first serve, so take action. Go to mobyatglobal.info/join. Here's how it works. Click on the Join Us. You're going to fill out a little form. It's going to take literally 10 seconds to do that. Then, so make sure you write that down, mobyatglobal.info, and I'll also put it in the chat box. Final steps for completing the enrollment. You're going to receive an email from the company after filling out the Join Us form. Click on the link in your email from bizbiz.moby and continue the registration process. It's a 2-step process. They're very secure. It's very cool, right? Final step, log in and click on products at the top. As you can see right here, there's a product tab. Click on that, and it's going to show you $120. Guys, for $120, you can get into $1 trillion business for $120 and be on a rock star team with 7- and 8-figure earners that are taking the world by storm for $120. After the surcharges and all the fees, it's going to be like $145 total one time, and you're going to pay a $35 monthly recurring order. Okay, that's it. That's it. No more stuff being delivered to your house, stacking up in your garage. It's literally all virtual. Okay, so get signed up tonight. Take advantage of this amazing opportunity. We're going to be doing 4 webinars a week. Okay, it's going to be crazy. These things are going to pack out. You need to take your position now and start inviting people to these webinars and let us do the heavy lifting for you. Just share the opportunity, send them to this webinar, and we will help you put them in. Okay, so now we want to welcome you guys to bizbiz.moby. We're global, we're mobile, and we are going viral. Now, what I'm going to do now, guys, is come back over so you can see my face, and we're going to start a Q&A session here shortly after. How you guys doing? Hopefully you guys like that. Now, man, all this stuff is all coming in now. I want to join. This is crazy, cool, awesome. All right, guys, here, I'm going to put the link in. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you guys this. Click on this, okay? You guys should be able to see this. Let me go back to the chat. Okay, I'm typing it into the chat right now. Hopefully I don't type in the wrong thing here. Info, join. Okay, guys, click on that link right there coming from me. If you can't click on it, just copy and paste it into your browser. We're going to stick around here for a little bit, and I'll go ahead and answer some questions. Okay? Got my Superman cup here. So guys, how many people are excited by type of Y for yes in the chat box? How many people understand and how many people get it? How many people get what they just saw is a phenomenon, really what we talked about. I'm really excited, guys, because I've never been in a position like this since in the last 12 years in the industry. I feel that technology has taken over the world, and we're smack dab in the middle of the greatest growth of our time, and we can take advantage of this. This is where millionaires are created, people. It doesn't matter who you are, what kind of walk of life you come from. Getting in at the right place at the right time is what every successful story has always been about. It's always about timing and positioning. So this is time. This is your time. It's no accident that you wound up on this Google Hangout tonight. This is the first one we've done. Now, you have to understand, this is going to be, we're going to be doing a lot of these Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're going to ramp this thing all the way up to Christmas. We're going to put probably 10 to 15 to 20,000 people on this team by Christmas. You guys can come in now and take advantage of that windfall and that momentum, and that's what's going to create a lot of excitement for your people as you start to bring them to the table. Now, does anybody have any questions? Type in the chat box, and maybe what I can do is bring you out live on the webinar as well if you guys want to ask a question live. Let's try that. I've never tried that. Let's see, chat. Yeah, it's a $145 one-time enrollment fee. So one time, guys, that's the cheapest business I ever heard of getting involved with that has this kind of yield in return and excitement. And $35 a month recurring order, okay? And you're getting awesome product for that. You guys are getting your codes in order to hook up the business owner for the $30 a year. That's what you're paying for. So basically it's a free business. You're buying codes to hook up the business owner so they can communicate with you and give you the specials. Think about Groupon for a second, guys, where people have to buy the coupons. No, 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 no. This is what's so great about this. The coupons are free for you, and you get the special, so it's a win-win for the merchant. You're a new customer for him. You get the special. You're happy. He's happy. And it's on this free application platform that's literally going to be downloaded in the millions. Okay? So we're excited about that. Freaking excited, guys. I'm excited. And there's a lot of people on here. We got a lot of people signing up tonight. How many people, by a show of hands, are taking action and signing up tonight at mobiappglobal.info? Type a Y for yes or a yeah, I'm excited. All good. And we're going to stick around here for a little bit longer to answer the questions as they come in. Okay. Carlos, simply go to mobiappglobal. I'll type it in again if you didn't get it. There you go. All right, guys. Also, guys asking about what type of support do we get. Let me just show you. We have a Facebook group. As soon as you get involved tonight, we have step-by-step trainings, and we also have a marketing system that is coming out here in the next few weeks that will literally take people through the information process, okay? And we're going to have massive webinars. So as you start to invite people to the information, they will be invited to these live broadcasts, live, on your behalf, and when they join, you will get the credit for it. It's literally amazing. I've been doing this stuff for 7 years, and what a better place to do it for the price point. It's all online. You guys can take full-on advantage of this, and we can clean it up. We can rock this. All right, hopefully that answered the support question. Somebody's speaking in a different language. I don't read that one, brother. Sorry. And guys, by the way, we're going to have international webinars. We got Brazil, we got Mexico, Thailand. This is all happening now. You can sign people up wherever they are in the world right now. That's what's so cool. When have you ever been a part of a pre-launch that you could literally go outside of your dome of the US or Canada and go crazy with all your friends in Australia, Brazil, you know, Spain, France, Germany, wherever they are, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico. It's open season. All right, let's see. How many? All right. Cool. Well, if there's no more questions, guys, we're going to have another webinar tomorrow night And so get signed up tonight. Go to mobiappglobal.com. Here, I'm going to type that in. And you will get an email about how to join the Facebook group and get plugged in. Go to mobiappglobal.com. That is our team site. Put in your email address, and we will send you the welcome letter and how to get started, fast action steps, the whole 9 yards. Cool. Awesome. Awesome. All right, guys. Any last call, final questions? Haven't seen one in a minute. Okay, Leonardo Machado wants me to welcome Carlos Dicamilo. Disamilo. If I pronounced that wrong, brother, I'm so sorry. Welcome, my friends. We'll look forward to seeing you over in the Facebook group. Disamilo, I think that's right. Awesome. Cool. Last call for questions. We still okay. All right, cool. Awesome, guys. Okay, brother. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for coming out, and I will. I'll send you an email after you get registered with the group, and I will talk to you guys real soon. We'll see you on Facebook tonight. Welcome everybody that took action tonight, and we're excited to be working with you. Take care. See you tomorrow night, same time.